Welcome back everyone, my name is Eddie, and in this video I'll be answering some of the comments of people asking me some good questions. I understand that there are people coming from, you know, a world not related to DeFi, and I understand that people are coming from the world to the first time to crypto to begin with. And I found that some people don't even have the financial background or the math background, which is was very obvious in the comments, and this video is for you. So I'll guide you step by step on how to understand the basics. It's like the 101 of like what's going on, what are these numbers, what the rewards are coming from, what's the rebase, what's the APY, and then I'll show you how to buy the time at a good discount rate and when should you sell it. So if this is for you, this is not a financial advice. It's just an experiment that I went through because I don't have a CPA. I'm not into finance. I've never done any finance. I hate finance and accounting to begin with. I'm good with math, but other than that, I'm just doing this for an experiment and for educational purposes only. So to begin with, Olympus DAO is the main DAO that was, or the main project that was done for DeFi inside the Ohm, right? Inside the Ethereum network. So there are something called forks. So forks means that people can copy the code. Sometimes they can give them a percentage or a certain amount for like, hey, can I copy your code? I want to do this on Avalanche. I want to do this on whatever. So sometimes they do that. Sometimes they don't. That's in the back end. It's none of our business. But the idea is it's the same concept. You're going to see now, I think about 10 or 15, maybe more, and maybe daily now. They pop every day. Some of them are rug pulls, some of them are dangerous, some of them there are well-known people behind it. So do your own research. This video is for Wonderland. So, but the concept of saying this is you're gonna see the same feel, same everything, because it's just a copy of that Olympus DAO. Now, whoever is going to make their project sustainable, who's going to be creative and make it more profitable, it's up to the founder and the community and how they work together to build this to make it work, right? So that being said, let's jump on to the Wonderland platform. So once you follow my video of how to stake, you're gonna click on max. Let's say you're gonna max here and click, right? And then you click on stake time. So what you're gonna see is a balance. Your balance is, let's say you put 1 time, and then you're gonna click max again and stake time again. Why you need the second step? Because you're gonna transfer your balance to your staked balance. So the first step is to transfer the money from MetaMask to your balance, and then the second step, you're gonna approve in MetaMask to move your balance to your staked balance, because taking it to your balance doesn't mean you want to stake it. Maybe you want to mint, you want to do something else. So it takes 2 steps. So these are the first 2. I'm not going to talk about wrapped balance for now. I'm going to talk about the next reward amount. So actually I can't because mine is wrapped, so let's skip this. This is the most important, the next reward yield. So this is a compound effect. It's called the APY. In the next reward yield, this happens every 8 hours. You can see here, right here on the top left, time staking, 3 hours and 44 minutes to the next rebase. So what happens here? The next reward yield will happen after 3 hours, just like I said, and this happens every 8 hours. So let me explain. Let's say we put $1 million and we convert it into time. So we have $1 million worth of time, and then we clicked on stake, and then we have now $1 million worth of memo. Now time and memo are exactly the same amount. There's no difference. So now let's say we have $1 million in memo, but let's say it's $1 million. They're saying right now, after 8 hours, let's say the clock ticked and we started a new clock, right? So the new 8 hours started. So after 8 hours, the next reward yield, which is called the rebase, you will get 0.6043% of whatever is on your staked balance. So if you have $1 million worth of memo, and let's say it's $1 million, not memo, so you're gonna get 0.6% for 3 in 8 hours. So after 8 hours, what's going to happen is you're gonna get $6,043 ready after 8 hours. Once it's done, they take this $6,043, they add it to your staked balance. So now your new staked balance is $1,006,043. Kabish, very simple. So here comes the APY and the power of auto compounding. Now they're saying, okay, now we added the new rewards to your $1 million. Now we're going to give you the next rewards, not on your $1 million, but the new staked balance, which is the $1 million and $6,043. So you're going to see it here. It's going to be showing 1 million, whatever. It's actually in memo, but let's say it's in dollars. It's going to show you $1,006,043. Now, this is the first 8 hours. The second 8 hours, you're going to give you six. Hopefully this stays the same. Usually it stays the same. It goes up and down by small percentages. It's going to give you, hey, another 6,043. But this one is not on the $1 million. It's on the new staked balance. So they're going to give you 6% on the $1 million. We already know is going to be $6,043. And we have 0.6% on $6,043, which is what, around $37. So you're going to get $6,043 plus the 37, which is what, $6,080. And they add the $6,080 to your original 1 million, not original, the new one, which is 1,006,043. They're going to add 6,080. So you're going to have 1,012,123. This is in 16 hours. So then after 8 hours, it will be 6.6043% on the 1,012,120 and whatever the number is. We get the point. Correct? So in my previous video, I was saying, hey, it's 19%. And if you guys remember, this was 9.7%. Why? Because they're giving you an average. This is an average. It's not like fixed. This is fixed. Once you're done with the 8 hours, you're going to see the new 8 hours. This will be fixed. So every 8 hours, this is what you will get. This is not fixed. In my case, 2 days ago, it used to give me every 5 days 9.4. And I said in that video, I want to show you how much I made in 10 days. So the first 5 days is 9.7. I would assume the next 5 days was 9.7, just a roughly estimate. So I said 19.47, whatever it was. And people are like, no, it's 9.4. No, because I was doing the 10-day evaluation of how much I made with the wrap memo. So this is how it is. This is a rough estimate. Doesn't mean that R is rough. This is return over investment, just to be clear. But this is like this fluctuates over a week or 5 days to be exact. So that's just to clear some of the issues from the past video. Now let's talk about wrapped memo. Now this is fairly simple if you understand one concept. If you bought one Bitcoin 10 years ago for $200 and today is worth $50,000, did you do any changes? Did you buy more? Did you do nothing? You just bought it and you kept it in your wallet. You found it after 10 years and boom, it's worth $50,000. Did you trade? Did you do DeFi? Nothing. It's the same one Bitcoin. So here what they're saying is quite smart. They're saying here, if you have it in memos, you can see mine is wrapped memo. If you have it in memos, every 8 hours, they will take this profits, rewards, add it to your memo. After 8 hours, they take profits of the new staked balance and they add it. Every 8 hours, boom, 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 all passive income. Now, this is debatable because we're talking about taxes mainly, and you can take advantage of the wrap memo in other ways, but I'm not going to talk about it now because this is not the purpose. The purpose is just give you 101 basic of what the hell's going on here. So when you have it on memos, it will reflect on your MetaMask. So it can be a taxable event because you're getting fresh money every 8 hours. So you're getting paid every 8 hours. So That's why I have it in wrapped memo, and I'll explain to you why. In wrapped memo, it's like the Bitcoin. When I wrap it, let me show you here. You go wrap, I have the wrap memo. Here I have max. See this number, don't compare it to my last video because I just bought yesterday some new wrap memos. But if let's say I bought this, I have this number from back in September. Today, December 4th, after a year from now, after 2 years, this will be the same number. It does not increase in the amount. It increases in the value. How? They're saying is, now you can see it on the top right. Each one wrap memo equals 21.7259 memos. So if I multiply this by 21.7259, I will get the new memo. Now, just write this number down, the 21.7259. Please write it down. Come in tomorrow. You're going to see that the 21.729 has increased by 0.1, 0.05, I don't know, but it will increase. But if you switch here, you're going to see each one memo is equal to 0.0460. Why? Because they're saying the memos, whenever they get their rebases, and you have wrapped memos, whenever you get rebases, it's going to be the same as if it's wrapped. So your memos are getting the amounts, but the W memo will get the value. So whenever memos increase, the wrap memo will increase by the same number. So when you convert it back from W memo to one memo, you're going to get the same memos that as if you were just taking it as memos. And that's what my previous video was all about. That, like, I was showing you, hey, I had it wrapped for 10 days and I was supposed to get this much because 10 days was 19%. I was supposed to get that one, so it's almost the same. The only way is, not the only advantage, the only thing is I'm trying to avoid the taxes because I'm just increasing the value. I'm not increasing the amount. Also, there are other ways you can take advantage of the wrap memo, which is another story for another video. So I think this is quite clear. I think you guys understand. You can always come to the calculator. This is a rough estimate. So let's say you bought, I just want to show you the difference, like 10 memos. You went crazy and you're like, I'm all in. So 10 memos. You can see now the average price is $6,372. Now this is a good price to purchase considering the market. Like, I bought at 8,200 and I bought at 7,800. Yesterday I bought at 6,500 and it took a nice dip to 6,000 late at night, but it's fine. These are like just peanuts. It's not a big deal. So how much are you gonna get in 30 days? Assuming that the current API stays the same, the time price is the same, how much time do you need to break even? Mostly it's around 38 to 39, 38, 37, 39. So 38 I think is the best thing. Yeah. So now you have $6,372 that you invested, and that's the price you bought your time price from Trader Joe, not from the CoinMarketCap. I'll explain this. Just give me a second. So you bought it at 6,372. So you can see after 38 days, it's 12,600. If you deduct the 6,300, it's almost 6,250, whatever. It's almost the same. But let's say, because now the market is dipping, like 6,300 is a really good discounted price. Let's say maybe after a month the market recovers and, let's say time goes beyond the average. So average time, I think around 7,500 to 8,400 is the right average. So let's say it went up to $9,000. And it does. So instead of you double X, if it goes to 9,000, you're going to do 3X with the same period of time. So I hope you understand the dip and buy low and sell high. Because you're going to do an extra X for exactly doing nothing. So when you buy a dip, it is smart. Now, trust me, at this moment today, December 4th, the market is crazy. We don't know what's going to happen next. The market is people are going to pull off, like they pulled off from the market, the coin, the crypto space, I think around $500 billion like in 2 days. That's crazy. But are people going who believes in crypto, which is I think around 2.1, 2.3 trillion dollars, they're not shaking that much. The new fresh money that came in, they shook up, they got liquidated, and they ran off. Now, are people gonna go to NFTs or DeFi or both? I think DeFi. I think I'm not advising you to do so, but I think, hey, I bought the dip. I was not planning to go into DeFi, but I saw the dip. It was tempting. I was like, okay, look, the altcoins are dipping and it's volatile, whatever. I'm getting this for a really good price, and I'm gonna get the rebase every 8 hours till the market, covers and recovers and it becomes healthy again. It takes a month, 2 months, 3 months. I'm getting my two X's regardless of what's happening in the market. Now, till the market recovers, and I already made double the time. The time is definitely like if it's the same price, 6,372. I'm getting, you know, I'm getting almost 19% or 18.5% every 10 days, or 9.7 or 9.4% every 5 days. Multiply that by 6, I'm getting 54%. So I'm getting 50% for sure more time, regardless of the price of time. Now, I'm not going to sell it if the price of time goes to 3,000. No way. I'll be losing. So what I do is potential return. What did I just do? Oh, 10. So if I do $500, so let's say it took a big dip, I'm losing money. So just let it sit there, let it, accumulate all these time tokens and let it grow till you find the future time market price is close to this number or higher, depending on how much time you have collected. It depends on all these variables. If it's going to be around 9,000, yeah, I'll skim some profits. If it's at the price point, yeah, I'll probably just leave it there till I hit, a better price target. If there is more dips, I'll probably buy more dips and add so I can increase my time, overall time. So that's one thing. So I think this is covered. I think you're all done with this. Let's go back to the coin market cap. And let me refresh the page. So on CoinMarketCap, it says the price of time is 6,379. And trust me, when I bought the Wonderland the first time, I was like, oh, let me wait for the dip in the CoinMarketCap. And I was like, okay, so the first time I bought whatever amount of money, depending on the Wonderland. But that was the wrong call. I figured the second time, I was like, I was trying to address Live Coin Watch because I was starting to like it more. And I was like, okay, and then I was like, well, I don't remember time was this low. What happened here? So you can see here, it's 6,443. And it's like $60 difference. I was like, oh, so who should I believe? Then I asked around. It was like an obvious question. It looked like I'm a dummy, but it's fine. They're like, you go to Trader Joey because that's where you buy and exchange your money or your AVAX too. And I was like, that feels, not good. So you can see here, if you buy 1,000, this is the price of time per USDC. Now you're gonna say, what is USDC? USDC and USDT and DAI, these are pegged to the US dollar. It's like you have US dollar cash and you want to buy time. So you're gonna say, hey, how much time is it? How much is it worth? Not right now. So it's worth 6,480. So you're going to say, oh, so now Live Coin Watch is the most accurate. No, I've seen them both, go like 500 bucks, 600, 800 bucks from the real number. So that's the first number one trick. If you want to trade and you want to buy dip or you want to sell the pump, you come here and you say, hey, how much is it really worth? Now you're going to say, but wait, Eddie, don't confuse me. But you told us to buy it with AVAX. You can buy it with AVAX. I'm just telling you here, like, what's the price of time, the real price of time in dollars, in terms of dollars. Now, if you want to go to AVAX, it's another thing because you don't know how much AVAX is for. That means once you want to buy time, it's fine. Nobody, it doesn't matter really, because you can convert Avalanche to time right away. But when you want to sell time, you don't know how much AVAX. You could be buying AVAX at a peak. Let's say AVAX is like 200. And you're like, oh, I'm going to buy AVAX. But you're buying actually AVAX at a premium, which you could, but it's not the best call. So you have to check. It's like if you open Wonderland, you can open Wonderland with AVAX because it's reflected on the main exchanges. And you say, let's say today's example. And you're like, oh, I'm going to sell time to AVAX because look, I'm going to buy AVAX at a discount. But if you were like here, let's say today is here, and you're like, whoa, I'm buying AVAX at all-time high, 126? Doesn't make sense. So I'll just wait for it to dip. But for you to wait for it to dip, you just convert it to USDT because let's say the time price is like 9,500. And the AVAX, usually AVAX grows when the whole DeFi system is doing very well because it's correlated kind of thing. It makes just perfect sense. So when AVAX was doing 120, 119, time was about 8,200 to 8,800 because this is what is nourishing the whole system. Not only AVAX and not only time, of course, but Wonderland is doing a big chunk of that. So therefore, when time is doing very well, most likely buying AVAX would be at a high, all-time high, or it's not a good price to purchase. So what you do is sell time to USDT. I prefer USDC because there's a lot of fuss around USDT, and you transfer this and you buy it. So now you have US dollar in your MetaMask sitting there. What you're gonna do is wait for AVAX to take a breather, just relax, come down a little bit, and let's say you were here 127 and it went down to 106, like something nice, 105, and like, okay, now I'll convert my USDT to my AVAX because AVAX at 191, that's a good price. Like, I'm sure it will go back to 140 and you can get another 40% or 25% or whatever. So this is not a financial advice. I'm just telling you that when time is going really high, AVAX is most likely will be doing very, very well. So when you want to sell your time, you're actually buying AVAX at all-time high, most likely. That's what the trend is. So instead of you selling your Avalanche for a really good price, but you end up buying AVAX at a really bad price, you're gonna lose that, 10%, 20%, margins that you can gain it for yourself. So that's how I do it. I do not recommend anything, but that's how I managed to pull this off. I sold my time to my USDC. I kept it there for 2 days, waited for the Avalanche to dip. I jumped on it, closed the deal, and I was happy with that. Obviously, if I waited more, I could have gone more, but that's the market. You never know who's gonna do what. And we've seen the market now is so ugly, and it's just I don't know if you guys use this, but this is very useful just to give you the idea on how the market is doing. So for me, if I want to understand AVAX, time is always Trader Joey. I want to see AVAX is a good buy, Trader Joey, whoever is doing well. And this gives me an idea is like, hey, the market is dead, and I try to look for AVAX, or I'd like to look for BNB, whatever I can convert to. So if I go to Trader Joey, I can see here I want time to, I'll see where's the good deal. So Avalanche, I know it's, dumping right now, or taking a dip. So it's like, oh, who's doing really bad? Because I want to take advantage of that. So AVAX is doing very bad. That's a good option. And then I guess that's about it. Or BNB as well. If it's doing bad, I go to CryptoBubbles. I was like, who's in green? I don't want to touch. I want someone in red so I can buy the dip. Oh, AVAX minus 13%. Let me see how much. $91. That's a good price. Let me buy AVAX instead of USDT or whatever. You get the point. So this is like the strategies. A lot of people were commenting, oh, it's buy low, sell high. No, it's buy low and sell high, but you want to know where to go. Like which one is low and which one is high. Like buying AVAX now is okay, but like I said, when it's pumping, Wonderland is pumping most of the time, because Wonderland is part of the ecosystem of AVAX. Trader Joey is part of that. So Avalanche or Wonderland is boosting all of this network of Avalanche, besides on top of some other stuff that are on top of Avalanche, of course. But um, you know, 1.7 what is it, $1 billion total locked inside Wonderland alone is a big move. I hope this time I was clear. I hope that you guys understood the strategy, how to play with it, how to understand what these numbers, the rebase. It's fairly simple. If you have any questions, though, you can always ask in the comments, and I'll always reply to you. Another thing that I want to show you, because most likely the people that ask this question are newbies. Let me just clarify security. I have to clarify security, especially that you are new here. Most likely you're the kind of guy who will always like want to check what's going on with, you want to see the rebases every day. Like you want to check on them as if they're like gonna go away, or they're gonna lie to you or whatever. Well, you can do that. I don't recommend you do that, but you can do that if you want to keep doing this. There are three things, like I don't want, it will not cost you a thing. First of all, make sure that you, whenever you want to check, you use a phone, you use a laptop, you use a computer that you don't use at all. It's old, doesn't matter, as long as it's yours or your sister's or your wife's, whatever, something old. Try to scan it, try to like reboot it, start fresh, and then you can see here I'm using a browser that has no plugins, no bookmarks, nothing. With this one, I don't even open my email, I don't even open my Facebook, I don't open any social media, nothing. I just open my Wonderland, connect my wallet. When I'm done, boom, lock, out, done. Close the browser, and I'm done. That's it. You're probably gonna ask why. Yesterday alone on Twitter, people were complaining that Trust Wallet, MetaMask, Binance accounts, people were scammed left and right. Like left and right. 70%, 80%, 100% of their total wallet is wiped out. How? Nobody knows. I'm talking about people that have been into the crypto space for some time. So I don't know what it is, and they cannot do anything because your MetaMask is your responsibility. It's your wallet, it's your bank, it's your everything. So nobody can do anything. So the seed phrases, once you open your MetaMask, don't give it to the police. Do not give it to the judge. Do not give it to anybody. Write them down and keep them in a safe that nobody can have access to. And make sure that it does not get wet or any of that stuff. Make 2 copies. Do not copy the seed phrases and put them on your laptop and like on your notes, or like don't do that stuff. Write them down and put them in a safe place. Make 2 copies, and that's it. Also, the browser. Use a browser. A lot of people use browsers for social media, and they do click on these links, and they fall into that. Especially if you keep your wallet connected to your Wonderland, trying to check every 8 hours. Oh, I want to check, is this real? Is this gonna happen? Is it gonna come in? it's working fine, right? So I don't blame you if it's the first time. I was in your place, so I know how it feels. So your stomach will hurt. You're not gonna sleep for 2 3 days. That's fine. I've been there, so I know what I'm talking about. But being there and you want to check. That's your right, but make sure you're securing yourself. Once you check it, lock your wallet and close your browser. The browser that you're going to use, the best way is use a computer or um, iPad or something that is clean. You don't buy it from a second market, just something that you know that was belongs to someone that you trust. Clean that up, reboot it, and then just open that browser that you only use for this purpose. Then, once you're done with this, lock your MetaMask and close that iPad and put it in a safe place and do whatever you want on your phone or computer. That's my best advice. Don't trust me? Go check Twitter. Just click on hacks, MetaMask hacks, wallet hacks. It's all over. Stay safe. Enjoy this journey. Do not risk things that you cannot afford, especially with what's going on in the market since yesterday. So if you have questions, again, this is not a financial advice. I'm just trying to support you and give you my insight as much as I can, and I hope this cleared some of the thoughts that I got from the comments. So best of luck, guys, and we'll see you and read your comments, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.